Alright, Jet, let's get this Scandel.
Formerly of Sports
player.
Center fame, now she's with The Athletic, and she was seen getting... There is a pretty big story that's unfolding in the NFL right now with a very famous reporter named Diana Rossini, formerly of Sports Center fame, now she's with The Athletic, and she was seen getting real close and comfy with Mike Vrabel, the Patriots head coach, at a resort. There's quite a few pictures of them together, holding hands, hugging, lounging by the pool in the hot tub, just the two of them. And this is causing quite a stir because Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini are both married to other people. And the evidence provided here is causing a divide, with some claiming that this is clear evidence of cheating and others saying, no, this isn't scandalous, this is actually just normal business etiquette. She's just there trying to get the scoop, and this is...
Yeah, she's there trying to get the scoop down, you know, get a good story. If she has to sleep with the guy to get a good story, that's okay. Because that's how people
just all above
roll.
board professionalism. It's some spicy, messy shit here, and I really want to go over it, so I'm going to show you everything. Real quick, though, I want to make a mention of something that people keep bringing up on stream, so I'm just going to talk about it real quick in this video. There is a Spotify page called Penguins... Believe that this make it clear it's me. Well, actually Aaron was the one that's just been uploading on Spotify. Now it's another friend of ours that does it, but it is actually us doing talked about in order to copyright claim their actual YouTube videos. So about a year.
Can we get into the
anyway
story?
Let's now dive into the spaghetti and the meatballs here. Diana and Mike were spotted at a luxury hotel a couple weekends ago, and they spent quite a bit of time together. So here's a picture of them holding hands, and then here's them hugging on that same like rooftop area, looking out at the mountains and all of the beautiful green scenery out there. There's also photos of them in the hot tub together and by the pool together, and it's only ever just the two of them. It looks like your fantasy fairy tale vacation getaway. It honestly looks like they're on their honeymoon right now. And obviously this kind of was a big deal because they are both married to other people. And Diana, in particular, has been kind of vocal, dunking on her husband over the years. She actually got a bit of a reputation for clowning on him and seemingly, like, belittling him publicly in front of the whole world to kind of point and laugh at her husband.
To address this, it happened earlier in our program today. For those of you who weren't watching, Diana Rossini said this.
And I think we all do weird things when we're in love, and we overshare and overpost. And look, he's getting married to a beautiful actress. I'm married to someone average. I don't post a lot.
Why? Why do you feel the need to call your husband average? He could be plenty better than these actresses or NFL players or people you call above average.
About him. If I was married to someone beautiful, I'd overpost too.
Now this doesn't seem nice. We have put together photos of Diana's husband here for everyone to see, so you can make some amends on national television.
We're average together. And you know what the worst part is? He sent me a text during that segment, not watching because he actually works for a living, and he said, "Good luck today, be great on Get Up." So the guy's got a heart of gold, and here I am on national TV killing him.
And she feels no remorse for that. She's actually going to try to take zero accountability for that.
Look, we're average together, but he
She
makes
just
me
took it.
above average because he married me. So I am so sorry. I need to really stop killing my husband on television.
You're just digging the knife. She's just twisting the knife in. She goes, here you go. I'm like, fuck.
Be divorced by Christmas.
That is heartbreaking to hear. Imagine you sending a text to the love of your life like, hey, good luck, I know you're gonna kill it today. And then you come home and see that she's just like, yeah, I'm married to someone average. If it was someone beautiful, I'd overpost too. Bro, even just like picturing that's got me going.
Dude, I know if that was my wife, I'd be like, alright. Time to write up these divorce papers. Glad I did a prenup. That's what I'm doing.
Fugue state, like I'm traveling through space and time. Like that is brutal. That is awful. And then you can see under the video there, that's just a screenshot someone had taken where, again, she just publicly clowns on her husband.
We're going to skip through this since it's his video. We don't want to take all of it, so we'll just go up to here.
Bridge in this together, but if he was beautiful, I'd be posting about him a lot. So, like, it's all good. Like, it's all fine. Now, in light of this story blowing up, there has been a statement from the Athletic executive editor Steven Ginsburg saying that the photos are misleading and lack essential context. These were public interactions in front of many people. Diana is a premier journalist covering the NFL, and we're proud to have her at the Athletic. Rossini said in her own statement that many reporters in her field interact with sources outside of stadium and work venues, and the photos don't represent...
I mean, yeah, they work with them maybe to get information on, like, the sport. They don't work with them to get some dick.
The group of 6 people who were hanging out during the day. So basically they're claiming that there were more people there and this is all just professional. This is something normal that, you know, people in her field interact with sources outside of the stadium, which is very true. That does happen a lot. Sometimes you'll even see them, like, go hang out at a bar or go out to dinner or something.
Why don't they just take accountability for it since it's obvious? Dude, they're famous. They don't need to. They just throw money in people's faces or just gloat their fame, or they just don't give a shit because they have so much. There's no point.
And that is professional. It's also very different than going to a luxury hotel and holding hands with your source, hugging your source, that kind of thing. Like, that's
it's
very
a little
different.
weird.
And they're claiming that there was a group of 6 people with them, but none of the alleged eyewitnesses corroborate that theory, that game theory. According to...
But 3 other eyewitnesses told us that they did not see anyone else with them. 50 in Russia for 3... What? Asked if the Pats coach visited the hotel with a group of friends. One eyewitness said no. He was with a girl, and our sequence of photographs taken at various points during the day show only Verbal and Rossini.
3 other
I don't know how to say those last names, but damn.
Friends or anything, they said no, he was with place in the thousands of
scouting event at Arizona State and Tempe on Friday, March 27th, traveling 125 miles to the adults only ambient prides itself on being a romantic getaway, boasting on its website about the 158 proposals that took place and the thousands of anniversaries and honeymoons that have been celebrated at the hotel. Yeah, we're just meeting up there as friends at the literal hotel that's described as a romantic getaway.
of anniversaries, and that's the hotel where everyone decided, let's go party at the Ambiente together, and then we're all gonna leave except for Mike and Diana. You guys can hang out here. We're gonna all drive 2 hours back to the other hotel. It's perplexing.
Is this the Pats coach
I don't think
talking?
we really knew what was going on. Like, that's the first thing. We actually don't know. It's a bunch of still photos. We don't know. And people nowadays jump to conclusions so quickly, myself included. First minute I saw it, I was like, oh, what is she doing, blah, blah. And then I'm like, I don't actually know what was going on. And I talked to a friend of mine, a woman reporter who has been in journalism for a long time, and she's like, I don't want to jump to conclusions either, but it's definitely not smart of her to be in a hot tub at the same time as an NFL coach, so she's covering.
He keeps mentioning the hot tub photos and that it was a bad judgment call to do that. And he's right, that is a bad judgment call to do that, but he also neglects to talk about, like, the much more romantic photos between the two of them.
Yeah,
which
like
is the
holding each other.
and the hugging and, like, longingly gazing out at the open scenery out there, that kind of thing, where it looks like they are a couple. So he is focused on, like, the hot tub ones and trying to come up with, explanations for how that could be normal for reporting, and I just don't subscribe to that idea at all. He just keeps saying that it wasn't a good idea optics-wise, as opposed to, like, believing something scandalous unfolded.
And I don't disagree. I also think there's a huge double standard. Like, if I were doing a story about Mike Vrabel, let's just say, I was assigned a piece by The Athletic. And he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna, why don't you hang out with me at the pool today? You can interview me then. And I'm like, great. I hang out with him for the day on the pool. And at one point he's like, oh, my back stiffens up. I'm gonna go in the hot tub. You wanna go in the hot tub? And I'll be like, Yeah, I have a bad back, sure. Like, nobody would be like, reporter.
Okay, dude, that whole scenario just sounds like a porno. Like, I'm not joking. Oh, my back. My back hurts. Let's go in the hot tub where you gotta get almost naked. Alright, alright. Oh, my back. Oh, now my crotch is starting to hurt. Can you, massage it?
Jeff Pearlman.
Like, that's
like
what it sounds like.
It is a woman thing. And it is unfair, but a reality for women reporters that they really have to be, it's unfair, but cautious.
That example completely falls apart, though, when you look at the other photos of them together. Jeff, if there were photos of you and Vrabel, see, Jeff?
When writing about, in particular, men. And, like, if I was doing a Sean McVay profile and Sean McVay was like, why don't we just meet and we'll just go out to dinner and grab a bite? I wouldn't
That's
think twice.
male on
I'd be like,
male,
sure.
though.
But
Completely
if a
different.
woman reporter is seen with Mike Vrabel out at a restaurant, you could easily see, page 6, photos of Mike Vrabel with this reporter. Is this an affair? What is this?
I don't really think that example works all that well because
It doesn't
reporters
at
going
well.
out to dinner with the person they're
At all.
interviewing is already normalized for both men and women. And yes, there definitely will be some people that make the assumption like, oh, this celebrity was with this reporter at dinner by candlelight, thus they must be dating, this must be some kind of, big nefarious affair. But that's a claiming that they were there. None of the eyewitnesses note that there was anyone besides the two of them. That is much different than just going to dinner with your source.
Indeed.
So it's just such a painful double standard. Another thing is she has a very long, high-quality reputation. And I'm just not willing to jump on there was something nefarious going on here. They're having an affair, they're having a scandal, blah, blah, blah. I'm just not there. Now, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm not taking a bunch of photos and doing what we do in 2026, jumping all over it. If there was video, I guess maybe, if one of them admitted it, if the spouse...
I mean, I don't even know.
I just don't know. Now, all that being said, is it smart of her to go in a hot tub with an NFL coach?
Is it smart
I know
of
it's unfair,
them?
but no.
Again,
Why are you just singling her out? Let's be honest here. Like, why? They both made the conscious decision to go there together.
so fixated on just the hot tub photo. I don't know if that's all he saw is like the pool and hot tub photo and he didn't see the others. I really don't know, but that's not like the most telling one, I would argue. Again, it's very possible they're not having an affair, but this behavior is certainly not professional, and it is very weird to be acting this way with your additional between these two, and I'm gonna keep paying attention to it.
Alright, so it's not confirmed, nor is it denied that they were or were not having an affair. So, thank you for watching. Remember, God fears, God loves you.